driving from San Diego to Los Angeles. It's about 2.5 hours. That's what it's going to be. I'm going to some car meet the previous owner of this car invited me to, and I'm super excited to show him the car now, because when he owned it, it was S52, and since I've owned it, my friend who I let borrow the car blew the S52, and I could have either spent $5,000 to, or around $5,000 to rebuild the S52 and just have the same car with a rebuilt motor. I kind of didn't want to do that. I wanted to go with the S54, gain 100 more horsepower, and spend a little bit more money, but I would recoup at least maybe that $7,000 extra that I spent on the resale of the car. So I decided to go that route. He hasn't seen the car since April of 2019 when I bought it. He also owns a 2015 GT3 that he's had since he sold this to me. He also owned a Z3M S52, and then after he sold that, he bought an E30 M3. Also, this is the first video I've made with this S54 E36. I will be making more videos following this. Exhaust clips, build breakdown, a bunch of stuff like that. I didn't personally do the work myself due to time and space constraints, but I had Kevin, his name's Limited Period Slip on Instagram. He's like the S54 or E36 master of like the San Diego area. He's really popular in the forums. His username's Kive. I had him do the swap. I paid about $5,000 to $6,000 in labor total for various things. Wow. Yeah, that's your E30 over there by the wagon, right?
No, actually my E30's at Castro's. I brought my GT3.
Oh, I saw that over there too. I thought that maybe you like had someone else drive it too.
Yeah, no, I wish I brought it. We should park somewhere.
Yeah.
Those guys over there, the S54s I sent you, they brought them all over.
Damn. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to check those out.
One of them's that supercharged touring that I said. Dude, this thing looks freaking amazing. How does it drive up?
It wasn't too bad. It sucks. I don't have cruise control with the swap. Hopefully that's fixed sometime, but...
Are you just up here for this, or
yeah,
are you coming up anyways?
Well, I'm coming up to visit a friend too.
Oh, okay.
Almost no rasp with it.
It's kind of like you expect from E36.
No rasp or anything. It's super like calm and mellow.
Yeah, I feel like if you didn't know better, you would think that this is just how the car came from the factory.
Yeah.
Like, there's no weird noises. Everything's the AC just doesn't function even if it's on.
So you can turn it on. You can hit the button. But it just doesn't get cold with the AC, like the motor doesn't kick on. So it's still like cooler, and it's basically like the outside temperature while you're driving, but it's definitely not AC. I was thinking about going to SWR to have the engine swap done.
Shane?
Yeah.
Why didn't you?
I've had work done by Kevin in the past, and I feel like anything he does is just like super, super good work, and he takes photos the whole way.
Is he the one that did your SMG to manual?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the rod bearings too.
He did the rod bearings on this motor?
Well, yeah, the rod bearings and Vanos were both done on this motor too.
Nice.
And like the clutch, the OEM S54, either the Z3M S54 flywheel too.
Oh, okay. That's what's in here?
Yeah, so there's like, it's not a lightweight flywheel, there's no clutch chatter or anything.
Yeah, it seems much quieter than...
When you're sitting still, it's just dead quiet. And I love that way more than like the quicker throttle response.
I hate that.
But it did end up being a UUC flywheel and stuff.
It was?
Yeah.
Dude, that, after driving that and then getting in my M Coupe, the M Coupe felt so slow. Just completely stock. I felt like the E36, the S52 in here was really good.
Yeah, it was good. I'm still not even sure how my friend blew it up.
Oh, he was driving it when it happened?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So Anna was in town and I was staying with him. I had two cars at the time. I had the Prius and this.
Yeah.
His car was broken, so I let him drive this. And I think he took a joyride out with his friend, or took it out for a joyride. When he came back, he parked the car somewhere, and then I got into it next time, and immediately I had a check engine light, and there was a misfire, and I thought, oh, like spark plug, so I drove it a little bit, took it to AutoZone. Also, one of the lower Vanos bolts was missing, so I guess it goes straight through the head, and all of the oil came out of that little hole, sprayed into the clutch fan, and then it went all over the engine bay, like all over everything.
This was
oil
happening while
everywhere.
Like before you even got the car back?
No, this happened while like the first drive, once I got it back, while it was misfiring and stuff. So that was crazy. I had no idea where the oil was coming from. It took me like 3 days to figure it out.
Jeez. Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
He never admitted to it. He never like said, oh, like I did it.
Acknowledge it. Or
Yeah, and I know that he's not the kind of guy to like. So I could ask him like, hey, did you do something to the car? He just like, nah, bro. So
That's stupid.
yeah, I'm definitely not friends with him any longer.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I can pull over up here, right?
Yep.
I can driver swap.
You're a really safe driver. I like that. Compared to other people that I've ridden with. Very, very attentive.
Damn, there's a lot coming.
There's still 830s now? Oh man. So cool. It's the same shifter, right?
Z3 shifter now.
Oh, okay.
So there was like a short throw in it before,
Yeah.
but yeah, I replaced it with like the OEM plus one.
Isn't it a 6-speed now though?
No, it's 5-speed still. I kept the 5-speed.
Oh, okay. Because it was an SMG, right? That makes sense.
It wouldn't have been too hard because it's still the same transmission, just a different bell housing.
So nerve-wracking. Oh, dude. Instantly, like...
You can go all the way to 8,000 too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it feels so much... It feels like throttle response is night and day already. Oh my gosh, it's so smooth.
I drove my friend's S52 after, and it just feels like shit compared to this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking about like my M Coupe, and this is like, wow. It's gonna make me hate my E30 too. You're right, like the suspension just feels like night and day. RGT.
Damn.
Right here.
This is PCH too, or no?
Not techno, not techno. Yeah. Man.
Take it. Go to 8.
Man. Wow. Dude, it is like, wow. Yeah, this feels so much better. So much better. The sound is just like,
I think that's the cats that makes that like that weird
that
noise.
little rattle.
Yeah, I think if I got rid of the cats, I wouldn't have that anymore.
Man.
There's no rasp, which is so crazy.
Yeah, it just sounds like just perfect. Man, it's amazing. Fuck, so much better. Man, it really makes me want to put in the E30. Dude, this motor is just glorious. I actually feel like it feels better than the E46 in like stock form.
Does it feel
I don't know
kind of
if
like
it's
you're
like a
driving an
healthy-
E46?
Actually, it feels like better to me. I don't know what it is. Like you just barely tap the gas, and it's like the throttle is just like so fast. I don't know if it's because it's lighter or.
It's like 300 pounds stock for stock.
Man, it feels better. I drove Mo's E46, which I love. But the throttle response on this is so nice. I can't remember if it's through here. Oh, I guess that E92 is probably going to the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like power in
This thing
every
definitely
gear.
needs new brakes though.
Yeah?
Yeah. They're way too soft and do not stop well at all.
For this motor?
Yeah.
Because they're new.
Maybe they're dusty or something. Like I don't know. I can't figure it out. Maybe just pads.
They're
I'm gonna
just
go
stock,
pads
but
first.
I guess we can't go left. Man, it feels like so nice and easy to drive too. This is a really good preface for the GT3.
Is it?
Yeah, no, it feels so good. The fact that you can go up to 8,000 RPMs too.
What is the GT3 like?
You're gonna drive it right now, so you'll see. It goes up to 9,000.
9,000?
Yeah. Oh man.
It's NA, right?
Yeah. Last NA. Well, never mind. Their next one's probably gonna be NA too. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it feels better than the E36. Like I had one as well here, and maybe like this motor is just so fresh. You said you like rebuilt the rod bearings and stuff. Shouldn't make like a power difference, right? It's just preventative maintenance.
Maybe Vanos?
I don't know.
Because Oscar from Build Journal was saying that there could be a difference in Vanos.
Did you drive an E46 back to back with this?
No, I haven't yet.
I bet if you do, this feels to me like a nice. It feels quicker, especially like right off the bat. But yeah, good. Lift is up. Once you go over 35, it'll come back down on its own. Oh, boy. There we go.
Do I have to drive it like a manual, like lift when it shifts and stuff?
No, I'll just drive it like an automatic.
Parking brakes off?
Yeah. It'll come off on its own anyways.
Manual seats?
Yeah.
I'll move it forward.
That's right here. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Got it.
And the lift is on?
Yeah. Yeah, lift is on. What's this?
How much is it, like an inch or two?
No, it's more than that. Maybe like 3 or 4 inches.
There's actually a lot of room in this.
What do you mean, like as far as on the inside?
Cabin space. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I have so much room side to side.
That it does, but the back seats are completely useless. Yeah, you
Is the PDK like a dual clutch?
Yeah, it is. It is a dual clutch. Have you driven like a DCT or anything before?
No.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Well, actually, I've driven an F80 M3.
Oh, okay. But this, I don't know how it feels to you, but it feels much more raw to me than most modern, like anything.
It feels very, very stiff.
Yeah. And it's actually in the comfort mode right now, so. The first time you give it full throttle, I want you to take it to 9,000. And you don't have to do anything because it'll shift. You just pound it all the way.
Should we turn off the comforts and stuff?
Yeah, I'll do it once yeah, we're good.
Is it a manual?
Nope, it's an auto. Just go. Right?
That's insane.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Should do it again on that light. There's got that badge right there. Oh man, yeah, it's nuts.
That's such a raw sound.
Right? And it's naturally aspirated to have like that kind of response.
Is it stock exhaust?
No, it has a bypass. That's alright.
Oh, that's sick.
30.
You said you wanted to buy one of those too, right? Like an
That's
air
what I was
cooled?
actually trying to get, but the E30 I won it unintentionally, so I think I'm gonna keep that.
So why did you get the Z3?
That one I've always wanted a shoe. Like I've always loved the clown shoe, but after having it, it's like it was so slow and
Like meeting your hero kind of thing?
kind of, yeah. I mean, like it just always thought it was the coolest car, but it's really. It's just, it wasn't that fast and it wasn't functional in any aspect. There's no back seat. Trunk, there's almost nothing there. Like,
Did it all come stock with like the net that separates it?
yeah.
Is that like is that an option from the factory?
Yeah. Oh, here, let me lift the front.
And then after 35 miles an hour, it drops it on its own?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll still lower it once we get out. I want you to be able to push it. We should try and creep out here if you can, and that way I'll just lower it. kind of like what you expected it to? Like my first time driving, it felt much more raw than what I expected.
Yeah, that was more raw than what I expected. I didn't expect it to pull like that or sound like that.
Yeah, that naturally aspirated. Dude, I love NAs. I don't really care for turbo cars. Perfectly planted at that speed.
Yeah.
Actually, on the way to the track, there was this like Yamaha R1, and we just kept pulling, maybe like 150, but it was like very head to head with a bullet bike, which was crazy to me. Like a 6-cylinder, it's nuts.
How much power is it? Like 450, 500?
475.
Jeez.
Stock form, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. It's an adrenaline rush every time I drive it. Like, it's crazy. I actually drove it all the way up to Laguna Seca too, which is a 5-hour drive.
Jeez. It's all the way up by San Francisco?
Yeah.
Is this Alcantara?
Yeah.
Is it just super boring?
Yeah.
You should try taking like a sponge with
Is it like an Alcantara specific cleaner?
No, you use Downy dish soap.
Yeah, it's not gonna like leave it sticky?
No.
Huh.
Have you heard of like Obsessed Garage?
Yeah. I love his videos.
Yeah. So the Facebook forum, like that's what everyone says. Downy or not Downy.
But just dish soap.
Dish soap. Dish soap and a sponge, and you just scrub the heck out of it.
Maybe I'll try that today, because it is pretty, it's very worn. It's like, doesn't feel like Alcantara.
At only 20,000 miles, I feel like it should not be like this.
What's it?
I can just leave it right here. Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Actually, if you end up tracking the E36, I have a buddy that has a GT3 in Salt Lake. He always goes. He'll roll with you.
There's this factory fire extinguisher.
That's an option too, yeah.
Jeez. That is so cool. Yeah. I probably won't.
36 again.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really cool to see how it is in the S54.
I don't know if you should swap your E30. Isn't it a little too clean for that?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to, because if I want to go fast, I just drive this thing.
Yeah. So that was Adam, the previous owner of this E36. Whenever it was S52. He also owns the white GT3 that I just drove, which was so awesome. And he also owns an E30 M3 that he was thinking about swapping, but he said it's just too much for that car. And he doesn't want to risk value, stuff like that. I mean, actually, I don't think he cares too much about value, but he's just not going to do it to his E30. So sick. It's been an awesome day. Time to head back to San Diego now. Had a great time at Dockweiler meet. It's an annual thing. Super cool, mostly E30s. Saw a lot of E30 M3s. It's been a great day. Thanks, guys.